Welcome to Outlaw Woodworking. Today we're going to review the BMP 8600 compactor, and that's the one up in the top right of your screen right there. This is a remote control diesel compactor that really does a good job compacting. Now here what you see is I'm prepping the slab basically for concrete. I'm going to install these drains first before I bring in the big compactor, because I don't want to crush these drains. So I'm going to install these by hand and use my small sled compactor to compact this down on top of these pipes. And then that'll allow me to bring in the big machine and go right over the top of this and not worry about them crushing. Plus I can keep them all, I can get them all nice and straight and level and going downhill, and not worry about it when I bring in the bigger equipment. So right here I'm just checking, make sure I got some fall, and basically yeah, installing these drains. These drains are PVC SD35 pipe. It's a little thicker, not so, it's not quite as thick as Schedule 40, but it is quite a bit thicker than the thin pipe, and it seems to do a good job. I'm going to use some round brass drains on the top of this, and basically I'm going to slope each individual garage. There's 4 garages, and I'm going to slope each one to the center of these drains. And eventually I'll epoxy this whole garage, but it should be easy to clean, and I think it'll be nice. Right here I almost break off my steel bracket right there. You can see it bend it. Yeah, you got to pay attention in these tight little spaces. The TOOLCAT has really been great. So this video is just about prepping this pad, and then I thought I would do a review of the Bomag BMP 8500. Now right here I've basically got the drain pipes already in, but the concrete guys are going to be showing up soon, and I want to make sure that when they set up to do this slab, that they do it exactly where I want. So I'm going to shoot my top of slab around this whole perimeter and basically chalk line it, and then I'm going to spray over the chalk line with some hairspray to keep it from washing away, just in case I get another thunderstorm or something. I'm using the Stabila laser, and I did do a review on this a while back. You can see it in some of my videos. Really good laser though. It actually has multiple functions. You can basically, with a remote control, you can turn it to do slopes. And I haven't really used that feature yet, but I can see where it works really well. Now right here I'm just going to go around the whole slab and make marks so that I can snap lines. I thought this was a good way to do it. Probably the most accurate. Now right here we bring in the Bomag BMP 8500. Now this thing's heavy. I actually had trouble lifting it out of my trailer with the excavator, but it's fully remote control. You can't get too close to it. If you get too close to it, it shuts off. I think if you get within like 5 or 6 feet, it will stop. And but otherwise, right now I'm bringing it. I got my friend with his little skid steer right there, and we are bringing in. We're compacting every 4 inches with this Bomag. And basically, what I do is I run passes frontwards and backwards, and then I run pass side to side, and then we put another layer of dirt in and do it all over again. And at the same time, I'm trying to put moisture on the slab with the hose, or not on the slab, moisture on the dirt. And I'm using a type of road base where this stuff really compacts well, and especially if you're doing it in 4-inch lifts, it really compacts well. And my friend did a really good job of spreading this out evenly inside this garage. It's all about the prep. I mean, if the foundation's probably the most important thing of any build, and it all starts there. And making sure everything's square and level, really important. Now this thing's funny. You're just driving this thing back and forth, and I'm using it like a lawnmower. I'm overlapping the lines, and you can pretty much see where you've been because it's a sheep's foot roller basically. So it has these big square pegs on the wheels, and it vibrates pretty hard. Um, it does a really good job. And basically, where you can see that pile of dirt by the drains, that's basically how high we got to come up. So we probably got another 6 or 8 inches to come up at this point. And basically, I would do 2 passes on each side every 4 inches, and then I'd pretty much catch up to him actually, but he was actually pretty fast. But he does such a nice job at smoothing it out that yeah, he does a good job. So right here you can see him going around these drains and then running it back and forth. Pretty simple. Anyway, I would have to give this Bomag 8500 a thumbs up. I wish I owned one, but I rented this one, and they operate really well. We ran this thing for 2 days on this project, and it never quit. It just ran, and the vibration was extremely good. Matter of fact, when I got up to a wall, you could basically put it neutral and let it vibrate, and to sink down a little more close to the wall. I kind of lacked a little bit of, I wasn't paying attention a couple times and ran it right into the wall, but it didn't do too much. It didn't do too bad. Yeah, I would highly recommend the Bomag BMP 8500. They're pretty expensive to buy one, but renting one, you can rent one for about probably $300 a day. And yeah, this one was really good. I enjoyed operating it. I was happy that it did such a good job. You could do this whole thing with one of those little sled compactors, but it would take you longer. And I don't know if the compaction I don't think it would be as good as what this did. And because this is a big garage and I'm going to be storing big equipment in here, and I want it to be really compact. So I was pretty happy with what this did. Anyway, yeah, we're going to get this thing up to the top, and yeah, I hope you enjoy the video. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Later.